Hi, this practice is aimed at cultivating our sense of gratitude and appreciation for the little things that often go overlooked in our life. Therefore, overriding our natural negativity bias and trying to broaden out to include much more awareness of the fullness of our life. So we'll begin as usual to the sound of the bowl. So to begin, I'd invite you to check in with your posture, perhaps finding the most comfortable posture that suits you and sets your intention to practice. The intention for this practice is to open ourselves up and intentionally cultivate a sense of gratitude and appreciation to help balance our minds in the midst of our busy lives, intentionally tuning in and bringing to mind small moments in our lives that we may be grateful for or appreciate, but which often pass by unnoticed. And these moments don't need to be big or important, just moments that if we pause, we can feel a sense of gratefulness and appreciation. And it sometimes helps to tune in to our motivation for practicing. It might be by practicing, cultivating appreciation and gratitude. It helps to shift our perspective from the brain's natural tendency towards the negative and to broaden out and include moments of gratefulness which may enhance our sense of joy and wonder, moments that are available to us but often overlooked. And this may help to increase our awareness of the fullness of our lives. And now my invite to you is to let go of any sense of holding a posture or holding tight to any intention or motivation, and simply let that fade into the background and allow ourselves to begin to settle into the space, perhaps bringing our attention to the breath, noticing where the breath first enters the body, perhaps noticing how the body adjusts to allow the breath to enter. And there's a little pause at the end of the in-breath as the breath cycle turns around and leaves the body. Perhaps noticing how the body adjusts as it lets go of the breath. And again, a slight pause at the end of the out breath before once again the body opens up to receive the breath. And as we pay attention to the in-breath and the out-breath, if we notice that we're a little bit busy in the mind, that's okay. There's no right or wrong way to be. But my invite to you is to, if you notice that you're a bit busier in the mind, to consider taking a few slightly longer, slightly deeper breaths. Perhaps a count of 3 or 4 on the in-breath and the same on the out-breath. Or perhaps even simply saying a phrase. I breathe in and calm my body. I breathe out and smile. Or if neither of these work, simply observe a slightly deeper, slightly longer breath cycle so that we're evening up the in-breath and the out-breath for the next few breaths, should you choose to do so. My invite to you is to let go of any sense of controlling the breath in any way and simply allow ourselves to rest into the moment, allow our bodies to breathe their natural rhythm, and perhaps pay a little bit more attention to how the body adjusts on the out-breath as it simply lets go of the breath. Perhaps as it lets go of the breath, the body has a tendency to relax a little and sink a little bit further into the chair or ground beneath us. Maybe the mind can learn from the body and let go of thinking. Thoughts will continue to arise, stay a while and fade. But we're simply practicing not getting involved in thinking. We're allowing ourselves to come to rest in this resting, breathing body. Breathing in and breathing out. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just simply breathing. And my invite to you is to allow ourselves to drop a little bit further into the body. Perhaps just scan gently through the body, noticing any physical sensations that might be present. Perhaps start at the top of the head Just gently move down, shoulders, arms, torso, sitting bones, legs, feet planted firmly on the ground beneath us. Just noticing any sensations. And if there are no sensations, simply register a blank. And if there are any sensations of tension or holding the body in any way, see if it's possible to just let go of that tension and holding. Breathe into and around any areas of tension. Before coming to rest again, aware of the whole body, sitting here in this moment, surrounded by space, breathing in and breathing out. And as we rest here, the invite is to reflect over the past 24 hours, the day that you had before sitting here to listen to this practice. And as you reflect over the past 24 hours, the mind may have a tendency to look for those things that were difficult. But the invite is to bring to mind any small moments within your day that you may feel appreciation for, or a sense of gratitude. This might be the warmth of the bed as we wake. It might be noticing our first mindful breath. Perhaps appreciating the life-giving nourishment of each breath. Or our first sip of tea or coffee. Our first mouthful of food. Or the greeting of a loved one or a pet. Or conversation with a friend, or the smile of a passerby. So just allow your mind to gently and playfully, perhaps, with a sense of curiosity, recall and bring to mind any small moments that you've experienced in the past 24 hours that you may feel grateful for. And as a memory emerges in your mind's eye, my invite to you is to pause gently with each one and be curious regarding how it feels in your body and your mind and emotionally as you recall these small moments of gratefulness or appreciation. Allow yourself to savour and marinate in the good stuff. These little moments in our lives that we often overlook. And once you've paused, noticing these moments, and perhaps move on through the memory of the last 24 hours, pausing each time something arises that you can feel grateful for. Your mind might become distracted with why you haven't noticed these moments before. But gently escort your mind back to just simply noticing as you bring to mind small moments that you might be grateful for. Taking the time to pause and be curious. How does it feel when you appreciate something or are grateful for something, even the little things? And then moving on through the day, bringing to mind any other small moments of appreciation. And as we come towards the end of this practice, allowing the reflection on the 24 hours to fade into the background, and just allow yourself to once again come to rest in this resting, breathing body. Perhaps take a moment to reflect on the practice and what you noticed, how it felt to bring these small moments to mind. And may any benefit remain with us to continue to benefit us, but also to benefit those with whom we share our lives.